It's going to be a busy afternoon. Thankfully, the morning was pretty quiet. We just had some gusty winds and some really warm temperatures. Hopefully, people have been able to enjoy that. But as we get into the later afternoon, evening hours, that's when you really got to be paying attention. Stay weather alert as storms are going to be rolling into the area. And with the atmosphere, the setup that we have today, wind gusts of 60 to 70 miles an hour are looking pretty likely with some of the stronger storms. And the high end of 80 miles an hour is possible with a couple of those storms. Not everybody is going to see severe weather today. Got to stress that. But where we do see thunderstorms, yeah, that risk is there for some pretty powerful winds. Outside of the storms, we're seeing wind gusts of 35 to 50 miles an hour. We're already seeing that right now, and that is producing some high fire danger across the state because of the dry conditions in place. Now, on the flip side, those dry conditions, that's going to limit our tornado risk. So a little bit of good news right there. Not expecting tornadoes with these storms. Just the very gusty winds. There's a severe weather risk in the red. That is a level 4 out of 5, a moderate risk for severe storms. It's all about the wind here in Iowa. You notice it does step down a little bit as you head to the north. So once those storms pass north of I-80, I do expect a weakening trend, but you could still get some wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour, even in northern Iowa here later this evening. So you got to watch out for that. Here's the timing on everything. The way it looks right now, the main line of thunderstorms begins to move into southwest Iowa between about 3 and 4 o'clock this afternoon, rapidly moving off to the north and east. These storms moving 50 to 60 miles an hour. So that puts them into the Des Moines metro between about 5 and 6 o'clock, as well as Adair over toward Audubon, Carroll, Denison, and down toward Osceola. You're going to be seeing the storms around 5 to 6 o'clock as well, and then lifting north of Ames up toward Fort Dodge, Iowa Falls, Mason City, Algona, over toward Waterloo and Ottumwa by about 7 to 8 o'clock, and then rapidly moving out of the state. So at the moment, we don't have any storms here in Iowa, just a lot of sunshine and warm temperatures, but already seeing some changes here down to the south. Little cluster of thunderstorms kicking off early down near Kansas City. That line is lifting northward rapidly. You can see this severe thunderstorm warning there for parts of northeast Kansas into northwest Missouri, including Atchison, Buchanan, Donovan, Leavenworth, Platte counties. That goes until 12:45 because of the wind. So that's going to be the main risk with these storms. And that line, that's lifting northward pretty quickly, so it likely reaches southern Iowa between about 1:30 and 2 o'clock. But that's not the main system. That's still back here. You can see these clouds developing in Kansas. Those are going to be racing to the northeast here later today, and that is what will kick off our main line of storms. So we may have a little precursor, a couple of showers there, 2, 3 o'clock, and then the main line of storms develops after 3 o'clock. Look at our temperature right now, though, 74. Yeah, it'd be great if we weren't having to worry about these storms later today. Already getting close to 80 out toward Grinnell and Ottumwa. So a very warm day out there. Look at the winds, though. Coming down out south about 35 to 40 miles an hour, and we could see some gusts about 50 miles an hour here later today. So warm and windy through the early afternoon. Those storm chances wrapping up 4 to 5 o'clock, around 6 o'clock here in the metro. Some strong wind gusts, and then much cooler behind those storms. So there's that first wave. Notice a couple of scattered showers out there, 2 o'clock. Main round of storms coming into southwest Iowa about 4 o'clock. Here they come into the metro 5 to 6 o'clock, and then lifting northward quickly through 8 o'clock. And after 8 o'clock, they're already moving out of the state, so they won't stick around for very long. We are looking at very warm conditions ahead of that, a high of 78 today. Tomorrow, the bottom drops out 42.